Yo, everybody. Hey guys, so the topic for today is mindset. Why mindset is important. Make sure to stay tuned, guys. So, right now, I'm reading a book, and that book is called The Motivation Manifesto, right, guys? And really, what that book really covers, really strong, is knowing who we want to be, right? And to hit our goals, most people are focused on our goals, right? Most people are saying, "Hey, this is what I want to hit. I want to hit this amount of income. I want to close these many houses, whatever it may be, right?" And the main thing that most people don't realize is, who do you have to become to be that person, right? What skills do you have to learn? What people do you have to surround yourself with? So that's going to be a big topic for today, guys. Let's get it. All right, guys, it is 8:49. I just got done with a couple of calls, a couple of business calls. I already hit the gym, showered, everything like that. Had a couple of calls, had a couple of misconceptions. We had a client that he was on his way to closing, but the closing got pushed back for tomorrow. Right now it's Friday, but this is owner finance. They can close any day, anytime, right? We don't really go through the title companies, which doesn't give us that time restrictions. So right now I got a couple more calls to do. I have a 9 a.m. that's probably going to take me at least about 10 to 15 minutes. It's a call with a good client of mine. We're just discussing on what to do with one of his properties. Right after that, we go rolling right into a team meeting. From the team meeting, got quite a few tasks to do. Got a few tasks, live, some content. Then we have a noon. We have an interview at noon. We have a 1:30, and the day's just continuing from there, guys. I have a 6:15 as well. So you guys ready? Let's get it. Let's kill it. Now, one thing I mentioned below, mindset is really, really huge, right? And the man behind the camera, Richard here. I mean, one thing that we're doing is, whenever we get the chance, we're dissecting this book. Now, guys, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but one thing that I do with books is I don't just read it, boom, move on to the next, right? I like to do volume and I like to, go through the rest, but I get 1 hour of new education, 1 hour of at least podcast type. Right now, I'm listening to the founders where they go over every biography of different entrepreneurs. But when I go, I like going through different books that I've already read, going through the notes that I've already taken, right? For example, whatever note it may be, you know, stuff like this, right? The cost of fear. And I'll go back to these books and really dissect it. For example, this one right here, the mindset book talks about the cost of fear, right? What fear is costing us. This one says, when we allow fear as a constant in our lives, our ambitions and behaviors become small and constrained. We become timid and stressed. We withdraw. We become cowards. Life's energy and trophies, all things trapped, cage in fear, smother and die quickly. Guys, if you really think about it, like for example, this one, let me ask you guys this. What is fear costing you? That jump that you have to make, right? That call that you have to make. Let's just say going from W-2 to 1099. What is fear costing you guys? If you were to say a number amount, right? Financial amount. Is it 10,000? Is it 20,000, 50,000, 100,000? How much is fear costing you guys? And what can you guys do to overrule that fear? Think about that. I am. My dog and that, and then my neighbor. Bro, my neighbor's a millionaire, multi-millionaire. They could stock. They also landscaping company, and but most of the thing is stock, bro. Like it's 100%. Yeah, 26 points is the calls. Just like if it's a short call or a missed call. So 10 points. I mean, my bad. Yeah, 10 points. So you see the difference of it. So like you can do a bunch of calls and it's not going to give you the same level of engagement. Change in order to help you get this. So like for example, what did you change from last week or the week before? What do you feel like the difference was?
Yeah,
compared to this week?
Just being more consistent with like pushing clients towards a home.
Okay. So it was more of the push to action in the appointment. What helped you get more appointments? Because I mean, you even exceeded, and we still have the weekend.
Yeah.
So you already exceeded. We haven't even had Friday yet. So what helped you get to the 16 appointments?
It was primarily the new homes. As soon as I got posted up, I just let my clients know, hey, if there's a new home, I feel like this is a good option for you, and then we want to go see it.
Sick. I love it, bro. I love it. That's really good. That's beautiful.
But then he would still have to keep making his payments, or does the house go like in?
So he's gonna have to buy it.
Like
It has the bank, the bank gave some time to buy it.
Dar un recibo así que va a ser cuando esté dando mis pagos mensuales. He's like, I want to know what I'm paying off, and I'm like,
I think that's good how you handled it though. Just be like, hey, I wasn't aware. I thought you had that already, and thank you for letting me know, and I'll get that handled to you immediately. Like there must have been some miscommunication somewhere.
All right, guys, we're here con el mero, el Fernando Rivas, man. So let me ask you this, Fernando. Why is mindset so important for success?
Well, that's a really good question, Eddie. Mindset is super important for success because this is what determines where you're heading, right? With a poor mindset, you're just stagnated, just not moving, laziness, what it is. But with the right mindset, you're not just gonna get successful. Probably not faster, but better. That's super important because the mindset is, there's difficult days and there's good days and bad days. But with the right mindset, there's always an opportunity to look for more knowledge and for more opportunities.
Yes, sir. I love that. You heard that from the man himself. Let's get it, y'all. All right, guys. It's about to be 11 a.m. right now. It's 10:52 on the dot. Right now, I have an interview coming in about 8 minutes. I have an 11 a.m. interview that's gonna roll right into some calls. So we just finished team meeting. Team meeting went on for a while. I did a couple of calls, emails, just miscellaneous stuff, right? That happens, just catching up while I was in that meeting. So from there, we're rolling right into the interview. From the interview, we're going into a lunch with the potential client of ours. He kind of wants to see about our services, seeing if it's a good fit. Right after that, we're gonna get another lunch because I accidentally double booked. So we got another lunch in Hefner with an old broker of mine, just kind of catching up. From there, we're gonna, 2 hours gone for us, right? It'll probably be close to like 2.5 hours gone. 2.5 hours gone for us, guys. You guys are gonna see once we come back, it's gonna be packed with things, guys. It's gonna be packed with things. So it'll just be a lot of emails, calls, messages that I missed during that time. Yeah, guys, and then let's get it. I have a 4:30, 6:15. Let's get it, guys. All right, guys. So it's a minute past noon. Right now we're running a little bit late to our noon appointment. We'll probably get there about 7 minutes late. So guys, I want to tell you guys are seeing my schedule. You guys are seeing how back to back it is. We just did an interview. I don't know if you got a chance to record some of that.
Nah,
Ricky.
I didn't.
We didn't want to, since it was an interview, it was the first time, us meeting, we didn't want to invade too much of their privacy, guys. So, we went Caesar meeting. That's what caused us to be a little bit late to this one. Right after this, like I mentioned, we double scheduled the lunch. So heading back to that one after. And the one thing, guys, is the best way you get the motivation is if you just continue going, boom, boom, boom. You get a desire, right? You get your desire, whatever you want to achieve, and you really focus on it. You break it down to a science, right? So, for example, what do I have to do? Let's just say if you want to make 100 grand a year, what do you have to do every month? What do you have to do every week? What do you have to do every day? What do you have to do every hour when you break down your day, right? So when you're moving towards something, guys, I feel like that's one thing that really helps me, maintain my desire and not let me get burnt out, because trust me, guys, it's really like this 7 days a week, right? It's always one after another, whether it be if I get some time, hey, let's dive into some education, let's dive into more growth. And really why I feel so passionate still is because I feel like I'm moving towards the goal, right? It's like if I'm chasing something, I'm going towards something. And remember, guys, when it comes to being burnt out, right? A lot of people, they think of like, hey, why am I still doing this? Things like that. They start kind of having those thoughts. And I heard this quote once: when you get burnt out, right? Remember why you're doing what you're doing. Remember with those times when you were praying to be as busy as you are now. Right, guys, that's just one thing you have to keep in mind. A lot of the biggest things is truly perspective. All right, guys, let's get it. Right now, we're heading over here to this restaurant. Gonna get some food with the investor. So we'll see you guys here in a few. You said it's 2, right? That's the master bedroom.
Three bed, 2 baths. Yeah, that's the master.
Yo, guys, Ace of all, you made it to the vlog, bro. I forgot to tell you.
When?
Right now, we're recording you. It's going on the vlog.
Let's do it, bro.
Let's do it. Hey, hold on,
Oh
let me
yeah,
see.
this is the house.
Let me see
Man,
the
it's not too
shower.
bad.
Let me see the shower on the second bathroom.
Wait, it needs to be replaced. Pretty done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I'll just get guys working on it today.
is it brick?
Yeah, it's brick.
Let me see the outside, bro. Does it have a garage?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So it is 3 p.m. Pretty much right now. What we're pretty much gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go meet with the client that's one of our clients for a bit. Just kind of talk with them for a while, and then while I'm in the car, you guys are gonna see I'm gonna do a couple of calls, messages, a couple of missed calls and messages that I missed during those two meetings that we were just in, guys. So stay tuned. See you guys in the car.
Ones that used to fade, I'm in their hearts now. Talk of the town, talk of the town. Now you gotta reach out to Chris to talk to me now. Ironic how I'm who they miss, they target me now. Try to be next to me, but I give them destiny's
All right, guys, we're here in Nantucket. We're here with one of our good friends and clients. So let's go check it out. This is all right, guys. We're here with Kylie Merrifield, and she runs the whole transaction coordinating for one of the biggest buyers in Oklahoma. So let me ask you this, Kylie. Why is mindset important?
I think mindset is very important because it fuels your drive to just keep going and to be able to navigate difficulties and learn how to, like, I guess, just warm through different things. So I think it's very important to have a positive mindset just to keep going.
Yes, ma'am. I love it, guys. You guys heard it from Kylie herself. All right, then, guys. I'm here with Brian Zavala. He's one of the biggest buyers in the state of Oklahoma. So let me ask you this, Brian. Why is mindset important?
Yeah, mindset is important because you need something to rely on other than motivation to get your things done, such as, work, um, you know, whatever goals you have set in mind. Mindset is going to get you to go to that next level in life. So that's why mindset is important.
Sir, let's get it, my guy. Let's get it. I love it.
Said that his best bet would be to like remove all the dirt and stuff and then try to get a bid, but he can't bid us on something.
Boom, guys. So you guys see the time. It is 4:48 right now. We have a call scheduled at 5. I've just been busting out calls back and forth, messages. I haven't even got to my emails yet. So I have a 5 p.m. call scheduled. During that 5 p.m. call, one of our assistants, he already has my notes ready for me. I really don't have everything down, but they have everything ready for me. And then from there, usually takes about 5 minutes to just kind of have everything organized for the conversation. Boom, we get it done. We had 2 back-to-back meetings today. One of them was Jimmy Ogle. Big shout out to him. We just had a quick meeting, have a conversation how we can possibly do business together. The second one was actually with my first broker. So he's actually my first broker back when I was 18 years old, shadowing him, learning from him. I really appreciated him. So I just had a quick conversation with them, got to reminisce over the past. Then we went with Brian. With Brian, we were looking over a couple of his properties, kind of chatting around, and we got an offer there, so we're about to lock up another one. And yeah, guys, we're just trying to keep it going, keep it rolling. Let's get it. See you guys in the office.
Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got 40 in the studio every night, late night. Gotta watch that shit, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my nigga, oh Lord.
Okay, guys, we just finished our 6:15 appointment. Where we're headed to next is we got a couple of calls and messages to do with most of our sales reps, sales leader, sales agents. We got 2 contracts done today, so we're gonna go ahead and make those calls and let's try to lock up some more stuff, guys. Let's get it.
Quality, high quality, like kitchen, countertop. I just came from bringing them to Northwest 30th, but they didn't like the quality.
Really?
Yeah, no, but like
All right, perfect, guys. So we were me and Richard. I was busting out a couple things here on my email, things like that. And after a while, we really got to diving into some books. Right? We dove into two. We dove into the Sales Manifesto, which I think every single salesperson should have this book for probably, I'd say probably year and a half. I had this one in my backpack at all times. A small book, very compactable. I would recommend having this one in your car, in your backpack. And man, there's just so much wisdom that he gives out in this book. I really, really recommend it. So I was kind of going over this book with him and going over again the motivational manifesto, because that's just my book right now for mindset. It's a book that you can go back and every time you read it, you get something. Just like Think and Grow Rich, there's a certain amount of books that you just keep devouring and devouring, and this is probably going to be one of those books that I have in my backpack for at least a year and a half, and pull it out at all times and memorize these chapters, right? So again, guys, it is Friday at 9:01 p.m., right? Yep, it's Friday, 9:01 p.m. There's nobody here. Me and Richard are here. There's probably nobody else in this building. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much usually when we end the day, 8, 9 p.m. Sometimes it can be a little bit later, but I like ending it off on a good note. I love ending it off with books, guys. And again, going into motivation, the one thing that I wanna end off with you guys is fear. One thing that this book covers is the mental projection of fear and how we can end it, right, with different thought patterns. One way is the number one thing is the anticipation of hardship, right? Let's just say, for example, if you're having, let's just say, W-2 and you want to dive into real estate, right? Sales. One reason why you have fear is you're anticipating the hardship. You're anticipating, hey, what if I don't make money for this amount of time? What if this happens? What if that happens, right? You're anticipating the hardship. One way that this book says to reverse it is imagine ourselves enjoying the struggle versus fearing it, right? Imagine yourself in the middle of that struggle. But instead of your thought process, let's just say if you don't make money for 2-3 months and you're month number 2, and during that time, your mindset is like, instead of you fearing what you got going on, fearing like, hey, what if it gets worse? What if this happens? But embracing what you have going on, right? Embrace the struggle and say, hey, I'm gonna mention this in my story. I can't wait for when I become successful, me mentioning this hardship, me mentioning this struggle. For example, it's like, let's just say the people who are wanting to quit smoking, right? Let's say if you're wanting to quit smoking cigarettes, I'm excited to quit smoking because I can see myself getting up the stairs without being winded and having a long life free of addiction. So seeing what's on the other side, seeing the success instead of seeing the current hardship, right? Which you'll have that hardship for a certain amount of time, right? Like we'll stay in that scenario. That person that's wanting to quit smoking, right? They're thinking of the hardship of the short term. Hey, I'm gonna miss this, you know, I'm gonna miss this feeling when I have a long day for, let's just say, the smoking weed for a couple of hours, right? When you look at the opposite, think of the embrace what your life would be at if you were to quit doing that. Embrace the hardship, guys. Well, let's get it. I appreciate you guys. You guys were with me from when I got to the office around 8:30ish to 9 p.m. I really, really appreciate you guys. Make sure to click the subscribe button. We want to do this at least once a week for you guys. And trust me, please give me feedback. We're looking to continue doing these and get better every single time. Let's get it, y'all.